Okay, hey. How you guys doing? Y'all doing all right? Huh? I hope you're having a good day. Hope you're trying to anyway. Is this Mega Man soundtrack? No, the song that was before, that was actually Command & Conquer, Warfare. Really good song. And this one is Opposing Bloodlines, Castlevania. Anyway, so yeah, the background music that plays is normally going to be video game related because usually they're going to be safe when it comes to copyright and all that, you know. Especially like video game covers, they're usually safe. Every now and then there's a claim, and it's kind of like, okay, not a strike, but a claim. But it's like, okay, whatever. Anyway, man, I was actually going to play the the party music that I normally play in a time like this, but I think I've been wearing that song out a little bit too much. The little rave. Let's see. Well, let me just play it now for demonstration. This one right here. It's party time. Celebrate. You got a drink? Got beer? Crack it open. Got a bottle of champagne? Pop it open. Time to go. Time to party. Get on the dance floor. I should have been a DJ. Okay, the Coomer in me would have loved it. Ah, shit. You know, you realize what you could have been, but there's no regret. I'm glad. It's good to be a family man. It's good to be a family man and a solid dad that provides support and stability for his household. That's good. That's better than being a DJ and getting and drowning in contaminated pussy, right? I don't know what's better. We're gonna have a poll later on this channel. Being a family man or being a ladies' man? Being a player. What's better? A family man or a player? You can't be both. You cannot be both. Someone like Drexel, Nick Rekieta's friend, the lawyer that any case that he picks up and says and has good feelings about the certain outcome, any outcome he says about a case is going to be the opposite. Have you noticed that? No, Drexel, his black friend, is a player, and he claims to be an alpha, claims to be a dad. You can't be a ladies' man. You can't be a player and be a good father. I don't see how you can. Because you're busy playing with other women. What's your daughter doing, huh? Is she inviting boys to the house? Because you're not there. She's probably doing the same thing her daddy's doing. Anyway, guys, we got to celebrate because Ethan Ralph. I mean, look at this. It doesn't catch you by surprise that Ethan Ralph is yeeted, booted off of D-Live. Well, banned, given a month ban. It's not a complete takedown, not yet. See, after the Capitol raid or whatever you want to call it, it's so goofy. You call that a raid? Okay, whatever. There's a little old grandma in there waving a flag. Come on now, come on, shit. Call that a raid? If you call that a raid, then what the hell do you? Then why do you frame what happened to 5 months of peaceful protest when they're burning down buildings and harassing neighborhoods? Whatever though, whatever. You're never gonna win on that argument. You're never gonna win with that. Anyway, because that little raid, just about everyone now is going on a complete, strict, crazy purge of anything conservative. Right now, it's anything that could be seen as like far right, and after that, it's going to be conservative. It's the writing's on the wall. The movement's there. It's all in the name of fear. It's all for a lot of these people to protect their ass, save their ass, so they're not outed or have some sort of hit piece on them. I mean, on D-Live, Baked Alaska's gone. Good. Baked Alaska's a fucking idiot. Baked Alaska's a goddamn criminal. He shouldn't be on he shouldn't be on any streaming platform. And it's not a free speech thing. It's because he goes around macing people in the face, antagonizing people as if some sort of gimmick, some sort of joke. That guy belongs in jail. He belongs in jail to atone for his crimes, to pay for his crimes. So anyway, Ethan Ralph gets kicked off of DLive for a month for violating community guidelines. Believe it or not, the guidelines on DLive have gotten stricter. By stricter, I mean they've gotten the same sort of TOS that everyone else has. Hey, if you have hate speech, or hey, if you have problematic language, or hey, you say things that could be insightful or inciting violence, you're going to be taken down. Okay? If you have inappropriate memes, inappropriate images, inappropriate chat, you're going to be taken down. And of course, like Baked Alaska, Dame Pesos, Ethan Ralph, they all have that stuff, right? Nick Fuentes. So these people are just taken down. And would I stand up for their right to be on a streaming platform anymore? This is where we're at. We're at war. Okay, we're at war. The right is at war with the left, and you need to pick a fucking side. But one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to stand up for the far right. They're just a bunch of fucking idiots too. I'm not gonna stand up for them. Like when I say that, I'm talking about Baked Alaska. I'm not standing up for his ass. Why would I stand up for his ass? He belongs in jail. Ethan Ralph, I'm gonna stand up for him. I don't stand up for his fucking ass. He's a fucking grifter. He's a fucking fake. And by the way, grifting isn't just asking for money on the stream or live. Everyone does that. Grifting is when you ask for money. You take money from people on an act, pretending to care. Are pushing a movement, pushing something that you don't actually believe in. So Nick Reeducation is a grifter by the definition, because he pushes suits, he pumps optimism, motivation for these lawsuits that go nowhere, that usually have the opposite outcome. And not standing up for grifters, right? Someone who, let's say other streamers that mean what they say, but they, have the donation. Okay, I'll send it for them. Like, if they come for, shit. His name is popping in my head right now, but I think he does definitely get super chats, I'm sure. Like ABL. Anthony, what's his middle name? The black dude, the black conservative dude. That dude's always on point. He seems pretty genuine. Pretty real about it. Anyway, what else can I get to? Oh yeah, so yeah, Ethan Ralph has kicked off a DLive, and for a month though. Okay, what's gonna happen? Well, that month may turn out to be something else. We'll find out, because right now DLive is cleaning house. So if you're rooting for Ethan Ralph to just be on the street and not be able to get lemons, hey, time to celebrate, because it looks like he went to Trovo. I just learned about Trovo yesterday. I didn't know what Trovo was. Apparently he was streaming there, but I have to ask you guys how, what, and where on Trovo. Because when I searched the Ralph retort on Trovo, I don't find anything. I've seen the tweet. I've seen Ethan Ralph's tweet about streaming on Trovo, but I do not see it on the site. I do not see it. Has been kicked off of Trovo too. Ethan Ralph has me banned or blocked. I guess I could go in an incognito and let me do that. Let me open an incognito tab and check out the Ralph retorts Twitter. Wait, that means I have to log in my Twitter and all that in incognito mode. Shit, I don't feel like doing all that. It should be right here. You search the Ralph retort on Trovo, and nothing comes up. If I search the Ralph, I get T-Health, whatever that is. The Alpha, let's see, TRR. I have a funny feeling. I'm not seeing it. So if he is over here, if it's because it's brand new, maybe it's not popping up. Do you guys know something? Hmm? Do you guys know whether or not Ethan Ralph has been also banned off of Trollo? You know what? Let me search it too. Is it Trollo or Trovo? Am I saying it wrong? It's Trovo. I was saying Trollo. That's Trollo. Trollo, man. Trovo. The Ralph retort. It should just come up. Oh, is this it? Is this it? Click on it. Oh, okay. It is here. It is here. Okay. So they are, in fact, on Trovo for real. And they are able to stream there. That's good. Sure for them. And I say good. Why do I say good when I talk about Ethan Ralph? Well, he has a place to go. He has a place to go. And it's good for us because, hey, I mean, if he was gone completely, we wouldn't be able to really mine any more content or any laughs from on his expense. It would just be done. It would just be done. You don't want to suffocate him. You don't want to smother him. You want him there just a little bit, okay? Otherwise, the Laugh Pinata, the locale, is no more. I mean, it makes sense, right? You don't kill the cow. You don't kill the cow. You don't kill your dairy cow. Some of you guys may object. But come on, think about it. Just think about it. Anyway, I don't know if there's anything else to say other than, hey, you guys want to take a bet? You want to make a bet? How long is it going to take before Ethan Ralph is banned off of Trovo? Man, Ethan Ralph has been banned off of YouTube. He was on StreamMe and he destroyed StreamMe. Well, let's be fair here. Well, let's be fair. Let's be fair. That expression. We all know who killed StreamMe. It wasn't just Ethan Ralph. Zoom. Corey, whatever his last name is. Corey Feldman, probably a pedophile Zoom guy. That guy. Yeah. A lot of, some bad actors on StreamMe that had some personal grudges, took things way too far, destroyed it. But anyway, kicked off YouTube, on StreamMe. StreamMe's destroyed. On DLive, kicked off DLive. he's still there. But we'll see what happens. I'm willing to bet DLive isn't going to get rid of him completely. You see, you watch this. DLive is going to get rid of that month ban. Within a month, within the time frame of that ban, he's going to be taken off DLive. They're going to have some reason to take him off. You can't. Mr. Deadman, when will you be on Kermit and Friends? You just interviewed David Stay. You're so moving up in the YouTube ladder. Oh, I need to get David Stay on the show proper. On the show proper. Is that music too loud? All right, let's turn it down a little bit. All right. I need to get him on the show proper. I do for real. And when I do, I plan on chilling with them about the flat earth and about slavery being a product of fake history. And I have an interesting way to frame that episode that should be just off the rails insane. Off the rails fucking insane. I'm not going to give it away. I'm going to save it for when it happens. Should be fun. As a Coop, the StreamMe problems go beyond the group. Some of it had to do with Ice Poseidon as well. Yeah, bad actors, most definitely. So it had a lot of issues, and they weren't making profit. It was a loss. Let's see. All right. Oh, Pterodactyl, you can't abort the retort. Chauncey Fetsick, well, thanks for the $5 super chat. There we get some TNA now. Thank you. See, it's like you contribute, you get some TNA. Look at that. I can't give it to you personally because I don't have anything to show. But we can definitely make the girls work. Make the girls do some work. See, Justin said, I heard it was shut down because owners got doxxed and using live stream tech that belonged to porn sites. They were afraid of getting sued. Yeah, I heard that too. And the doxing thing, I think, has to do with like Zoom and Ethan Ralph and all them. And but Ice Poseidon has a hand in it somehow. I'm not exactly, I don't know the whole details. It's been a while, right? Man, that's like years ago. Anyway. So, what was I going to end with this? Oh, okay. Yeah, what's the bet? You think Ethan Ralph is going to be taken off D Live completely? And when? I say he's going to be taken off completely, and it's going to be within that month ban. They're not going to put him back. They're going to find a reason. They're going to find a reason. And also, when you're banned, does your chat still work? When you're banned on D Live, does your chat still work? Because if your chat still works, oh yeah, they're going to have an easy reason. I'm going to D Live right now, so the stream's probably going to drop in performance. I could feel the graphics card being mined for Bitcoin. Let's see. The Ralph retort. So if I go to the Ralph retort on D Live, can I hang out in the chat? Chat room is disabled due to violation to the community guidelines. Okay, no, you can't. All right. So, all right, that poses a problem for my theory, for my bet. Well, it's okay to be wrong sometimes. If I'm wrong on this bet, I mean, if y'all want to make it, we can finalize it in the Discord, and maybe give out some shades or do something cool. Or maybe if I lose this bet, maybe I have to do something embarrassing like, let's see. I've eaten pool balls before. You want me to do that? Mr. Devin should call in Kermit and Friends while stream sniping. Oh, that would be great. Kermit and Friends seems interesting. Like that chick. What's her name? Damn it. I'm forgetting her name now. Jordana? Oh. She knows exactly what she's doing. If she has drama with somebody, she has a beef with somebody, an issue with somebody, she invites them on the show and be like, hey, callers, call in. This guy says this. This guy's super incredible. I'm not aware of any drama he has. Oh, Ethan Ralph. Oh, you're on probation? You're on bail? Let's talk about that. She should have pushed him a little bit more, though. She's too nice. If you're going to kill with kindness, go for the kill with kindness. Jew for Jesus, right? Right? That's funny. Oh, God. That's a funny show. You know what? We're going to probably use that show to mine for content as well. Because, I mean, that's what we do here on a show like this, where we're just kind of talk and riff and joke around and laugh at someone's expense, mine or someone else's. All right. Oh, what else are we supposed to talk about here? Oh, that's right. Parler. So, okay, you guys know that Parler's trying to sue Amazon, right, for antitrust. I would say, hey, sounds like they may have a legit case. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. But I will say this. I heard Nick Reeducation talk about it, and Nick Reeducation says, hey, they might have a pretty good case. So you know what I'm thinking now? They don't have a case. And I'll tell you why. Anytime Nick Reeducation says they have a pretty good case, they have a case. I mean, anytime Nick Reeducation says this case is going to go in this direction, there's a good chance it'll go in this direction. If he does that, betting odds are it's not going to go in that direction. The only time I've seen that he was right was with the lawsuit with Dick Masterson and Maddox. But I mean, that was embarrassing. That was just stupid. I mean, you try to sue somebody for calling you names online. That's just stupid. I mean, that's kind of, in a way, what Vic Mignogna did too. You look back at that. Oh, but then there's interfering with the contract. Well, Maddox also sued for interfering with the fans. Interfering with the money of the podcast and the sponsorships. Interfering with contracts. Those suits don't. I don't know. Do they go somewhere? I don't know if they. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I don't constantly read cases. I can't tell you if they go somewhere. Apparently, I think I recall Nick Reeducation saying there's been some examples. I don't know. I will tell you though, if you're going to be a betting man, knowing Nick Reeducation's track record of constantly losing, constantly being wrong, the betting man would say, if Nick Reeducation says there's a case here, there's probably no case here, and it's probably just going to go the opposite way. So I know it's not a sound science, right? And you may disagree, but I'm going to go out and say this suit that Parler's doing against Amazon, the courts are going to side with Amazon. You just watch. You just watch. They'll be like, antitrust? No, it's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. Be like, where's the antitrust? Just find another hosting server. Go somewhere else. They don't want to host you. They don't want to host you. That's what we're going to do. Watch. They're going to do just that. Never mind that Amazon... Do you guys have a list of all the sites that AWS hosts, that Amazon hosting services hosts? I don't have that list in front of me. I wish I did. I don't know if that list even exists, but I'm curious of what sites the AWS, the Amazon hosting services host. Because if they host sites that, I don't know, are very pro Antifa, are pro BLM, then what about them? Hey, if they host sites that are related to Facebook groups that are pro certain activities, certain violent protests, then hey, that's interesting as well. See, guys, you know what? Let me go into the suit, and then I'll give you my thoughts and commentary real fast. Let me get into this right now. Okay. So one of the things they say, Amazon says, in response to the Parler's lawsuit, is that this case is about Parler's demonstrated unwillingness, inability to remove from the servers of Amazon Web Services content that threaten the public safety. That's what Amazon said. Such as by inciting and planning the rape, torture, and assassination of named public officials and private citizens. I'm not aware of any messages on Parler that did that. Are you guys? I mean, maybe. I don't know. But here's the thing. I could think of some messages that are very strong, pushing for rape and torture and assassination of public officials on Facebook, on Twitter. So, but they take them down. They take them down. Do they always take them down? They don't take them down when it's aimed at Trump. They don't take them down when they're aimed at Pence. They don't take them down when they're aimed at somebody else. At least not fast. Not that I'm aware of. I mean, if it's all about hosting problematic content, why is it seems that the problematic content is only a problem when it's on the other side? Here's the thing, though. Watch. The courts have drank the Kool-Aid, and they're going to be on Amazon's side on this. They'll see no problem. Just go to your own hosting server. I think the people that host Gab are going to pick them up. That'd be great. It's fine. We need alternatives. Like, in just existing. Here's my problem. Like, how you feel about what happened with the Capitol and all that, that's whatever. There need to be alternative platforms to Twitter and Facebook. There need to be. And right now what they're doing, they see Parler as a viable alternative. They're trying to shut it down. They're trying to snuff it out. They're trying to destroy it. They're all teaming together to destroy a competitor. That should be against the antitrust. But the courts are going to have their side. The courts are going to have their back. I hope I'm wrong. I hope Nick Reeducation is right. But if I'm going to bet, I'll bet the courts are going to have their side. And it'll go to the Supreme Court. And guess what? The Supreme Court will If they do take it, who knows? They might say, you know what? We won't take it because it might incite riots. Well, the Supreme Court just stops hearing cases. What if they just do that? But if they do take it, they'll probably be like, well, it's they're a private business. They can do what they want. I don't know why I said it in that voice. It's funny, though. I like how people on the left, and I'm looking at the Reddit, the Reddit post for this up, because the reason I'm here, it's so interesting. So you see this. Amazon slams Parler in court reply, invokes big tech liability shield, and invokes Section 230. But the comments on on Reddit are just hilarious to me. Like, the first one is like, so have Parler try to be less, horrible online. It's kind of hard for me to defend your First Amendment right to plan murders and rapes. Parler actually had against their terms of services the plan of murder and rapes. Parler actually had a TOS. You can't get away with just planning something outright. I mean, they would take that stuff down. They had that. Which is interesting. They talk about these messages, but I'm not seeing these messages. When they talk about Trump inciting violence, they show tweets and messages. No, they're duds and seem weird and like, okay, you're really taking things out of context here or whatever. But in this one, I'm going to say this. Until I see a message on Parler as an example of what they're talking about, I'm going to assume they're lying to me at this point. That's the assumption I make with the mainstream media all the time. Unless I see actual proof of what you're talking about, I'm going to assume that you're lying. Okay? We've all been baited way too many times into believing some false bullcrap. But you have people on Reddit saying, no, Parler was embracing it. I don't know if you guys want to read some of the crap. Okay. Oh, here's a link right here. Looks like some of the crap that was on Parler. Okay. Some of the crap Parler users were saying that Amazon wanted to take it off because I showed it to my girlfriend and made her cry. Okay, let's look at these messages. All right, it's on courtlistener.com. Okay. Parler v. Amazon. Okay, is it listed in the affidavit? Okay, that's interesting. And the court document. All right, let's see here. So this looks like defendant Amazon Web Service Inc. opposition to Parler's LLC's motion for temporary restraining order. All right, let's see if they have some example messages. Okay, some example messages. Here we go. Ready? Over the next 7 weeks, AWS reported more than 100 additional representative pieces. And by the way, when we read these messages, let's think about the vile, hateful, and incendiary messages on Twitter and Facebook. Let's be fair here. Come on. Over the next 7 weeks, AWS reported more than 100 additional representative pieces of content advocating violence to Parler's chief policy officer, including fry 'em up, whole freaking crew, hashtag Pelosi, hashtag AOC, hashtag the squad, hashtag Soros, hashtag Kate Gates, hashtag Chuck Schumer, hashtag HRC, hashtag Obama, Adam Schiff, BLM, you get it, Antifa, we're coming for you, and you know it. Oh, I'm sorry. Guys, aren't there not messages right now on Twitter advocating for the burning and frying of politicians just on the other side? Are there not? You can go see them now. We could just search for it now. Let's see. Hashtag another message. Hashtag Jack Dorsey. You will die a bloody death alongside Mark Suckturd. Okay. It has been decided and plans are being put in place. Remember the photographs inside your home while you slept? Yeah, that close. you'll die a sudden death. Okay, yeah. Let's call it a violence. Sure. Have it taken down. And you know what? Hey, maybe Parler would take it down. At the same time, though, Twitter, do you take down the call to violence? Do you take down when people call for the beheading of Trump, when they call for the rape of Trump, when they call for the rape of a particular politician? Do you? Do you take it down or you entertain it? What's that? Comedians, a comedian in quotes. What was her name? That had the beheading, that picture, the image of Donald Trump. That was gross and distasteful. You could say that was inciting violence. Let's see, another one. We're going to fight in a civil war on Jan 20th. From militias now and acquire the targets. Okay. So, okay, yeah. That's saying they're going to form militias. They're going to fight a civil war. But how's that any more problematic than what you see? Dude, I'm going to read examples. Let's go to Twitter right now. Let's go see some vile stuff. Let's see if we can find some easily. Right now. Kathy Griffin, that's right. Hold on, I gotta take care of something. All right, I'm on Twitter now. Guys, what's a hashtag right now that's popping off? I don't know. Hashtag, I don't know. What about kill Trump? Is that a hashtag? I'm going to see a hashtag kill Trump. Twitter hosts a hashtag kill Trump hashtag. And all the glorious English language, there is no clever, plainer, or short way to call for violence than the word, right? What about hashtag kill Ted Cruz? I straight. Oh, wow. There is something there. There is something there. It's still here on Twitter. I stay at home and write copy while some Twitter person eats all the good food and pizza. I would say I like it. Kill Ted Cruz. Okay. Kill Ted Cruz. Okay. But let me say, I'm looking for hashtags. Let me just search the words. Kill Ted Cruz. Oh, let me spell Ted right. Oh, look at this. Whoa. This seems like inciting hate speech right here. And this is from Breast Betty Bowles. What? Hashtag Ted Coop reviews. Who is she? American Best Christian. I don't know how she leans. I don't know anything about her. But no, there's this quote from Lindsey Graham. You could kill Ted Cruz on the Senate floor and no senator would convict you. But I think she's putting that out there not to incite, but to show that these guys are very inflammatory. Even our senators are. They say things that are just insane, but they're allowed to say them. All right. There's hateful stuff on Twitter. Sure, I'll be fair. There's hateful stuff on both sides of the aisle. There you go. You got my thing. But like I said before, guys, we're at war, and there's no need to give middle ground at all. In fact, it's a sign of weakness now. I say if you want to help fight this, what you can do is you play them at their game. Every single message on Twitter, don't remove yourself from Twitter all the way. I have a bogus account to screen everyone else. If they want to play the game of being a PC warrior or social justice warrior, then you play their game against them. You turn it against them. Instead of the plate gang going around harassing people for whatever reasons, for bullshit and nonsense and making drama up, they could be doing this. They could be doing this. You guys can be doing this. but a solid, good effort. But you gotta make it work. You gotta use their tactics against them, because we're at war. All right, we're at war here. They say, okay, these messages incite violence. Did it? Okay, then you and your buddies, because it's gonna take many. It's gonna take many reports, numerous reports, to take some of these people down. Right? You find some of the inflammatory stuff that AOC has said. You find some of the inflammatory stuff that any of these left-leaning politicians say, and you go hard on it. Hard as you can. There's not many outlets that could really be used as a megaphone, right? And there's not really a lot of news outlets on the right side. At least that would be taken up as credible by mainstream. So that's our disadvantage. Just wait. Thank you. Okay. And now they're calling Ted. They're calling Ted a Nazi. They're calling Ted Cruz a Nazi. Even Biden doing that. Our president, or no, our president to be, calling Ted Cruz a Nazi. That's insane. That's inciting violence. That's depersoning Ted Cruz, making him seem like some vile monster. Next thing, after everyone agrees that he's a Nazi, the next thing is, all right, let's execute him by firing squad. You know, it's not a huge leap of logic. It's right there. And they caught him Joseph Goebbels. I'm gonna say the last name right. I'm not sure. That's crazy. I mean, how we counter this, I'm not exactly sure. I mean, if you want to play at their tactics, fight the war using their tactics. You mass report the stuff you find, the stuff that they would say is problematic on their side. You mass report that. Okay. Now, as far as combating the news, well, that's a big weakness. And to fight that, you would have to have a long-term plan and a vision and a focus to create a recognized and trusted news source that is on the right. But once you get exposed as being too right, they'll shut you down. So that's an area of weakness. That's just I don't know how you combat that. The right-leaning news places, outlets, they have to pretty much unify and be in solidarity. That doesn't mean, when I say solidarity, that they have to stand by like the extreme on the right. Okay? Because what has the left been doing? They've been trying to use the extreme on the right to vilify us. We have not been successful in using the extreme on the left to vilify the left at all. We have not been successful at doing that. Not in the news. Not on social media. It's hard to fight this war, you know? It seems almost impossible. And I gotta say, the harder it is, the more that make it impossible for us to be able to be vocal and express our grievances, well, the more likely these grievances are going to be channeled into physical things. And you know what I'm talking about there. All right? You know what I'm talking about. When we can no longer challenge any sort of narrative we have a problem with, when we can no longer You just have simple conservative viewpoints and talk about them. I mean, right now we can. Right now we could still talk. But watch what happens. Watch what happens. When they shut it all down, where do you go? Where can you go? We'll see. We'll see. I just find it funny, too, that the left celebrates this. They celebrate this stuff. Taking down Parler, taking down social media. And by the way, they call the social media, like Parler, they call it anti-social media. That's what they call it. I found that out by, hey, take a look at Reddit. I've been looking at Reddit a lot more lately. I have. Because it really shows how these people think. I don't know if they are a minority that's just very vocal or what. But it's like, wow, you guys are going to be singing a different tune when it's your turn. You watch. And I hope it happens. I hope it happens. Let's see. What else are we talking about here before we wrap this up? Let's see. Killstream is aborted again. Amazon response to Parler. I was going to say something about China. So China's been pretty depressing lately, right? I mean, China's very aggressive right now. They're flexing their military might. The troops in Canada thing, that's not fake news. That was real news. That was real news. They actually had troops in Canada for a training exercise that Canada was overseeing. Okay. Actually, the other way around. The Chinese were actually watching Canadian military drills. Take note. To take advice. Okay, this is what we do. Okay. China's been flexing its military might. Its ownership of land and sea. They're actually fighting like little skirmishes with India over territory, and they are getting very testy in the waters over claim to fishing areas, right? Fishing regions. At the same time, they are effectively cucking us and what we could talk about, making sure we can't criticize them. After all, if we pointed out that, hey, the coronavirus came from China, oh, you're xenophobic, but it's a fact. Oh, but you're xenophobic. It's like, I want to slap you for saying that, and that was from Biden. Oh no, that was a call to violence. I want to slap Biden. I will slap Biden. If I ever meet Biden in the face, I'll slap him and then be executed. I'll take him out back. We could have a push-up contest. So stupid. No, but all right. And so China has these, everyone knows about them, these vocational camps, re-educating facilities that they use on their population when they need to be reminded about who's in charge and not to be too religious, that Jesus is problematic. They also use it on Muslims because Islam is problematic in China. Muhammad is a problematic piece for China. In a communist regime, there can only really be one God, and that is the government. The moment another God comes in, it creates problems. So, and what they do at these facilities, and this is from people that escaped. People that have escaped from those facilities. They gotten out somehow. They'll talk about the waterboarding. They would talk about being forced to eat pork. They would talk about the rigorous re-education that they would have to go through just because of their belief. Forced labor. They'll talk about that too. That's something we've seen. No, there's been studies on that. There's been reports on that. Well, I do have some good news. I don't know how far this is going to go. It sounds like looks like the United Kingdom is clamping down on the forced labor that China is allowing. As well, the government is behind the forced labor. They're the ones enabling it, allowing it, and protecting it to help produce your products. Those Nikes you wear, those Jordans you wear. Now, I'm also aware that the United Kingdom seems to be having some issues with China. Like, they'll praise China for some things and then point out that those re-education camps, that's no good, man. That's no bueno. You got to do something about that. But China will always rebuttal. They'll come back with, no, they're not what you think. They're just re-education. They're vocational training centers, okay? Nothing bad to see here. I mean, look, Twitter is right now taking down a whole conservative purge right now. But what they won't take down is the Chinese tweets about praising their own Muslim camps. This is not, I'm not lying about this. This is real. Let's see, let me see if I can find the tweet. Let me see if I can find the tweet. It was like baby making machines or something. Baby machines. They called the Muslim women baby machines, baby factories. And China was like trying to say, no, these aren't concentration. They're actually putting it out there in an article promoting the use of these re-education centers, saying, hey, it's a good thing because we're trying to help push gender equality by trying to lift the Muslim women up by letting them know that they're not baby factories, okay? Now, are some people buying it? Ooh, I don't know. I am really curious now. Let me see if we can find that tweet. Oh man, I wish I'd save some of this stuff here. Because now I'm just searching it. It's like, ugh. I like this music. All right. Baby factories. Let me just search it. I wonder if I just do a simple Google search. I did not plan on this one. Poor planning. China, Muslim women, baby factories. Oh, here we go. China says it saved Uyghur women from being baby making factories. I mean, I could see people that are like strongly against Islam saying this is based. I could see that. I mean, this sounds like something that they would agree with. But know who's doing it, okay? As an article yesterday, China Daily, Beijing's state-owned English-language propaganda newspaper, shared what it thought were praiseworthy results of a research report on the demographics of Xinjiang, Yangjing, whatever. Good luck. The report on Xinjiang Development Research Center, part of the state-run think tank Chinese Academy of Social Sciences, concluded that the government policies there had eradicated extremism. Wow, I just can't read right now. Eradicated extremism and emancipated the minds of Uyghur women, such that they are no longer baby-making machines. Wow. Noted the China Daily piece. The article evidently struck a positive note among Chinese government officials, with the Chinese embassy in the U.S. tweeting out the link and highlighting. Let's look at the tweet. I want to find this tweet, and the tweet is no longer available. Well, good for you, Jack Dorsey. Good for you. Good. You took them down, and that was right. That was the right thing to, and that was the right thing to do, actually. Not being ironic about that. That was the right thing to do. Oh, but that's so sad. Now I won't be able to read the responses. I wonder if there'll be anyone praising it. I remember looking at the tweet and I didn't see many. I don't recall seeing anyone actually praising it. They were horrified that those camps existed. They could read between the lines. Let's see. Let's read a little bit more about this. All right, so they tweet out the link. The line that the Chinese government was promoting is particularly jarring given that journalists have documented the widespread detentions of Uyghur Muslims since the last, at least 2017, under what the state has called an anti-extremism program. The idea that Uyghur women can freely make reproductive choices in such a scenario is highly questionable, especially weighed against China's long history of coercive family planning under the one-child policy. But added to that, despite the difficulty of reporting on what's happening in Xinjiang, first-person accounts and official documents suggest that the state is forcing stark reproductive choices on Uyghur women. In 2019, some women who fled the region told accounts of having been forced to have unwanted sterilizations. And last year, Adrian Zinz, a German researcher on Xinjiang, published detailed research alleging that China has systematically forced women to have birth control devices inserted or to undergo sterilizations and even force abortions. Go China, huh? My body, my choice. Not in China. Not in China. We're going to put a birth control in you. We're going to abort that baby. You have more than one kid. You watch. Oh, you have a second child? We're going to terminate that child. Oh, you have 3 children? Choose one right now that you want us to liberate for the best of China, for the betterment of China. Pretty cruel, right? Pretty awful stuff. Anyone who tells you anything that's positive and nice about China, just remember this. Zinz, who is a senior fellow in China studies at the Washington-based Victims of Communism Memorial Foundation, cited official budget documents that show sterilization rising sharply just over 2 years in the region, while declining elsewhere in the country. Wow, look at that. The result has a steep drop in birth rates across Xinjiang. Oh, have I been mispronouncing that the whole time? I don't care. Oh, you're xenophobic. I don't care. At a rate that outstripped the national average, drop of 24% in the region. Okay. So yeah, China tried to push that out there as if we would love it, as if the woke, progressive Twitter mob would love it. The thing is, if China has anything to do, which I do think they do, with pushing bullcrap like gender studies and woke stuff, if China has a hand in it, I don't think they understand while that is imploding us and destroying us, it's going to affect them. Because that stuff is put in our media, and our media is being shipped over to China. That stuff is policy on Twitter, and China shares that space. They're going to have a hard time. What's probably going to happen here is more and more China's going to become more like, be seen as the enemy. Watch. And hey, that's a good thing. Jeez, yeah. I'll be on board with that. Problem is, we all be too late and too weak to fight them. All right. That covers pretty much all the topics I needed to go through. I'm going to wrap up the stream here, take care of a few things, and then see you guys later tonight. I might do a rant to chill, or I might just fire up a stream and just talk about stuff. We'll see. Anyway, y'all take it easy.